good news is I'm back only because Jeff was nice enough to get his Wi-Fi fixed. He was able to do that. And we're going to go live with him in a second to get his point of view, what happened. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, we had some issues. And unfortunately, I'm unable to discuss those. But they definitely put the Davelive show in danger. This could very well be the last broadcast. I have to make some decisions. Okay, you're only typing tonight? Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome Jeff, and he's typing. I'm going to put your type up on the screen. Keep in mind, people are going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can do this. I wonder if there's a way I can actually put you full screen and show your chat. Let's do this. It's going to be hard to do. Okay, well, we'll try. We'll try. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, so this is Jeff. For those of you who've tuned in, this is Jeff, and Jeff had some problems. He is back with it. Try double-clicking me and see if the chat, okay. I'll try, Jeff. Let's see. I just want to make sure that people can see what you're saying so they don't know I'm, okay. I don't know if the chat is popping up over it or it's just, let's see. Yeah, it's actually at the bottom. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Anyways, as I promised, you will be the only one on the call. Or as I promised, OG Mike will not be in the call. I'll try to get your chat comments as we talk with you. We'll work with it. If I have to zoom in on the chat, that's fine. Okay. So, Jeff, first of all, thank you for calling. We know a lot of people all across the internet are upset with what has been said on my Sunday broadcast during the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots game. OG Mike, obviously, it's no secret, said the worst stuff. I said some stuff too, and I don't know, Jeff, you've called into my show many years, and people want to hear from you because they're not going to believe me. They're not going to believe anybody else. They're going to believe you and you alone. So there we go. So let's go ahead and let's see. So, Jeff, what is your comments? You can go ahead and type all you want. The floor is yours. What are your comments on what happened? Whoop, Jeff, we lost your video. Oh, there we go. You're back. You're back. You're back. Good. What's your comments that you have? I'm going to get the graphics out of your way here. Okay. It says, so here's what he's saying right now. I'm just going to let you know. Oh, I could keep you in the corner there. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I wonder if I can I stretch that corner? Hold on. I guess I can. Okay, well, anyway, that's actually pretty cool. Let me try that real quick. Try to get you in the corner, and which you are right there, and with your chat. So that's perfect. I left before you ran it off, so I heard go Mike. Go Mike. Okay. No. Okay, so hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to figure this out technically. All right. This is hard to do, putting the video in there. So go ahead. What is your opinion on what happened on Sunday? Okay, so let me show what he just said to everybody. I wish I knew a better way to do this. All right. Right here, this is what Jeff has to say. He says, I have no opinion besides Mike is a big doofus. There we go. Okay, valid. So you have absolutely no opinion. So do you understand what happened? That you're basically on Reddit, you're basically on all kinds of sites. You're on Reddit, you're on 4chan, I guess. You're on LiveLeak, you're on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook about people, nothing negative about you. I haven't seen one line negative about you. Hundreds and hundreds of people are upset about what was said to you. He says, Jeff says the following. I also blame Harry Radback. Do you mean Riderback? Is that what that means? Rider? I don't know who Radback is. And the other people that trolls. There we go. Okay, Riderback. Okay, gotcha. He just nodded yes, it's Riderback. Okay. So what are the let's go to the chat room. If you don't mind. You say whatever you want. Are you willing to take any questions at all? I'm going to ask you. That's totally up to you, Jeff. Do you want questions in the chat room or no? You can just make statements or you can take questions from the chat room. However you want to do it. Okay. All right. So you nodded yes. Oh, bring them on Skype. You'll take questions on Skype? Block OG Mike, others can join. So just let everybody know. He's willing to take questions on Skype. You can call him in. Block OG Mike, others can join. Your wish is granted, sir. Your wish is granted. Call Davelive TV 3. Davelive TV 3 if you have questions for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome back to the show. We welcome Aaron. Aaron, do you have any questions for Jeff?
Yes, I do. What is your diagnosis?
Jeff, can you answer that?
What is your disease?
You're asking what is his disease? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, that might be a long conversation. I think we talked about it for a while. Jeff, do you want to share what your disease is? I mean, we'll keep it simple. If you want to just say the scientific. That is a question from Aaron. That's a question from Aaron.
I'm sorry, I called you slow.
So, Jeff just said, I have no clue what she asked.
What is your disease, bitch?
She goes, quote unquote, "What is your disease, bitch?" You don't have to answer anything. These are questions I'm just helping Aaron speak to you.
Dave, can you tell him I'm sorry I called him sloth?
Tell him you're sorry you called him sloth?
Yes.
Yes. Aaron is sorry that she called you sloth. And Jeff, to answer your question, I'm no comment. He does not want to answer your question, which is fine. Which is fine.
That's fine. Thank you. So,
All right. So do you have any other questions, Aaron, for Jeff? Maybe they'll answer.
not really. Can I add you to Skype?
Add who to Skype?
Jeff.
Jeff's on Skype.
Can I add him?
Oh, Aaron you want to add Jeff to your Skype, right, Aaron?
Jeff.
Yes. Jeff, well, you could probably do that after the call, Aaron. You could talk with Jeff privately, and we can discuss if Jeff wants to add you to Skype, because that's up to him. Okay, so Jeff is taking questions right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Country Boy. Let me go ahead and Country Boy, you were on during the show, correct?
Yeah, I was on the show with you.
I got you. I agree as far as I'm concerned. So do you have any questions about the incident? And what's your opinion about it?
I don't have any questions. I mean, I was on the call and I asked, was he wearing a mask? And I wanted to say I'm sorry about that. I mean, I didn't know anything. I learned more after that you had been on battle cam for a long time. And I was there the whole time Dave was there and OG Mike. But I tell you the truth, I mean, I don't feel that Dave is fully responsible for this, and Dave should be getting doxxed or anything like that. You know, everybody has their faults, and everybody said what they said and everything else. But I just don't understand how come it's all going back on Dave. You know, Dave only said one thing, and that was because of the football game. And, you know, OG Mike, he said a lot more, and nobody's really saying anything about OG Mike. But he did apologize, and Dave wouldn't. So there I understand.
Correct. So the question is, Jeff's losing his video signal. Hopefully you're still there. Let's see. There it is, Jeff.
I got a question.
You got a question, Aaron? Okay, hold. Can you hold the question real quick? And we'll
Sure.
get back to you, Aaron. Hold on. We're going to try to take them in order because Country Boy's got the stand right now. So Country Boy's concern is that I got a lot more hate, or possibly, that's up to debate, whether I got a lot of people hated OG Mike for what he did. A lot of people, so I can't really say that. But right now I'm getting a lot more hate because I will not apologize to the public for anything because I feel that I've done nothing wrong whatsoever. But, what did you say, Jeff? I'm sorry. Can Aaron type? Yeah, Aaron, you can type. Yeah. Jeff is asking if Aaron can type. So Aaron has the capability of typing, yes. So let me ask this on Country's behalf. Can I ask, Jeff, do you have any problems with what I said during the show at all? Did you take them to heart? Did they seriously offend you? Do you feel that I hate you in any way? Serious question. By the way, Aaron, we can hear your television. If you could turn down your television, Aaron, that would be greatly appreciated.
Joey,
No problem.
could you turn down a little one?
Oh, you left as soon as OG Doofus started. Okay. So Jeff just said, I didn't hear anything you said because I left as soon as OG Doofus started. Okay. But
Can I ask a question?
well, we're trying to get an answer. Jeff's typing up an answer real quick. So
Okay.
But hey, Dave, he was in the chat when everybody was still talking, so
Yeah.
he should have heard everything.
yeah, he was here during the whole thing. Everybody was there and he was in the chat. So okay. Oh, you were muted. Okay. So Jeff didn't. Okay, so you did not hear anything said from my mouth. Okay. Do you want me to play, Jeff? Do you want? I'm even going to go this far. Do you want me to play highlights of what people have told me to play back to you? I mean, they are offensive, but I don't mean any of it. No, you do not want to play back. Okay. Do you, Jeff, a quick question. Do you understand Battlecam is a troll site? Just to make sure that everybody knows that you understand. Oh, you already saw them earlier on your phone. So you did see them. Okay. Okay, Jeff saw the video earlier on his phone, he says. So there you go. He used the app to watch the video. Okay. That's fine. So so you don't have any problems with me. Okay? So all is good, right? Just to be sure, because there was a big concern about, everybody agrees that OG Mike, what he said was offensive, but Country's saying that I'm getting a lot of heat that I don't deserve. So we want to make sure that either you agree that I'm getting too much heat or you're not concerned about what I said and you're not offended by what I said in real life. We're talking real life, of course. That's just the concern everybody is.
Dave,
Yes.
this is your last show, because I love this show.
Well, thank you. I hope this is not my last show. I always have to consider things. There are risks with doing this show. There's extreme risks with doing this show. And sometimes there's extreme risks that are physically harmful to me and my well-being. And because of that, my physical well-being is much more important to me than entertaining on Battlecam. And if I feel physically threatened by anybody on the internet and they cross that line, and I'm talking about, I realize that this is entertainment, but unfortunately some people don't understand that, and they cross a line, and if that line gets crossed, I will cancel the show permanently. Because there's just no motivation for me to risk my life to be on Battlecam.
I love your show, even though Toxic is way better.
Oh, shut up, Aaron.
Yeah. So
I have a question though, Dave? Let me get a question.
Okay, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is Toxic, everybody. This is Toxic.
Hi, everybody. My question really is for both of you, for both Jeff and for Dave. Do you think that it's easier to pick on Jeff when he's in a group of people like, did you look at him like one of the guys watching the game with you? So it was like really kind of easy. Like you would pick on OG Mike, calling him like
Who was
stupid
you
and
said
stuff.
for
You would
my
pick on
comment, and
everybody.
who else? Who else did you ask a comment from? I didn't.
Oh, and Jeff too. Like, and
Oh,
Jeff, does
okay,
he see
Jeff,
himself? I was actually wondering if he sees himself as an equal when he steps into, like, the Battle Cam arena, when he steps into a Skype call with like OG Mike and everything. Does he see himself as an equal? So when people
You
like
don't.
get on him, it's like,
Jeff is nodding his head no. You don't
Okay.
see yourself as equal. Jeff, can you explain? You don't see yourself as an equal? That actually surprises me.
do you view him as an equal, Dave?
Yes. 100% yes.
And is that why it was like the same way you pick on OG Mike for being like you call him all kinds of names? Like, is that the
Yes.
same way like you pick on Jeff? Like, you call him all kinds of names?
I've called many people on my show very horrible things.
Yeah,
Many
I
people.
mean, I hate to come on and play devil's advocate, and defend OG Mike for this or anything like that, but maybe OG Mike was kind of looking at you like an equal, kind of how Dave looks at you. And he just was picking on you like how you pick on Aaron or how you pick on Country Boy or me.
Dave,
know?
you never called me a name. I feel.
I've never you feel left out because I didn't call you a name. You know what I call you, Aaron? You know what I call you? I call you sexy. That's what I call you. I call you sexy. You have a hot voice and you have one hell of a straw. That's what I call you.
You call me a dirty little slut.
You want me to call you a dirty little slut? I will. I will. Aaron, you dirty little slut. I'll do anything. Look at that. Look at that face. That's the surprise face right there. I'll do it for you. Basically, Aaron, I'll do anything you say. I'll be quite honest. I love you. I love you. You're wonderful. I love you. Okay, wait, did we lose Toxic? I think we lost Toxic. Interesting. Jeff, okay. Oh, okay, that's it. Toxic says, thank you, Dave and Jeff. Love you both. I don't know you guys well enough to be friends besides only Kalo and Dave. So hold on, let me say this. Who's this?
It's Country Boy.
Oh,
That guy from Reddit, Grits and Gravy 23,
Yes.
said he tried to call in and got ignored. He wants to talk. He's been trying to talk to you.
Okay, what Davelive did he put a contact request? I'll talk to him. I saw his posts.
His name is Grits and Gravy.
Who is this who just called in?
It's me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dean.
Yeah, I've been following, what was going on, what transpired over the last, I guess, 24 hours or so. This is the way I feel about it.
Okay.
Jeff knows what he's in. I mean, Jeff knows what he has gotten into by being a member of the site. Dave, you know what the site is all about. Pretty much what the site revolves around. So for you to, come on here and apologizing to, I don't know, a couple, not even 100, maybe, a few people who might have commented on the videos that were posted all over, these other social media sites. I mean, I think that's kind of weak of you. And, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for that because you're trying to redeem yourself, which is something that you never actually did before. So, I think that you should just own it. It happened. You did it. You're responsible. And
are you talking to me? Wait, is that directed at me?
Well, it's directed at you mainly with a dotted line to Jeff.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my comment here. I will never take responsibility for anything on my show that doesn't come from my mouth personally. Ever.
Right, I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that, Dave. However, you have to realize, I mean, there is going to be, you do have like some liability. I'm not saying legal liability, but it is your whose static is that?
Hold on. Yep. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. But I mean, you do hold some responsibility because it's your show, and if that's the case, if you're gonna have like a no holds barred, say what you want, kind of people on a dais, then you have to accept the consequences for whatever.
So can I answer? Can I counteract that statement? Okay, because I see where you're getting at. So here's the issue that I have with that. So first of all, if I censor my show, my show doesn't exist.
Dave, I never said anything about censoring.
Yes, you did.
No,
You
I
said-
didn't.
you
did
said-
not.
No, yes, you did. If
I
I
did
have
not.
to, here's what you said: take responsibility. Now,
Right, exactly.
I'm going to
That doesn't
explain
mean
that.
censor.
But
That does
yes,
not
it
mean
does.
censor.
Yes, it does. Let me
Wait,
hold
does
on
not.
just a second. Hold on just a second. Let me show you how that leads to that. Okay? If you expect me to take responsibility for everybody on my calls to represent me, which is what taking responsibility means. Represents me. The content of everybody else represents me. I would be crazy to do a live show because I cannot control what people say. So if I was to choose to own responsibility of what everybody says on this show, I would cancel the show permanently because as soon as it represents myself, why would I want to be represented by the people that call into my show? A lot of people I don't even like that call into my show.
I understand
So,
that, Dave.
so I don't understand. The logic you have is take responsibility yet stay a live show.
Well, listen. Put it this way: you claim you're not taking responsibility for. You're saying you're not taking responsibility for what happens, right?
Correct.
Yet you're apologizing to people about what happened. Yeah,
No, I'm
you are.
not.
Oh well.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You basically apologized and pleaded to the public. Well, you even said it earlier. This is not worth. This is not worth the death threats of being killed over.
No, that's different. That's not an apology. That's not an apology. That is an ultimatum. That's much different. That's an ultimatum saying, if people cross the line, I'm not going to be sorry for that. Why'd be sorry? That's not my fault and my control. That's somebody else trying to cause me harm in real life. That's beyond trolling. I am not sorry about that.
If you are walking around the locker room in a miniskirt, okay, the boys are going to look at you and they're going to react. Okay, that's
but I don't walk around. I have no idea how you made a connection from that to walking around a locker room in a miniskirt. I'm not even going to guess how you put two and two together there. That blows my mind how you can relate those two things.
Dave, whether or not you agree, the court of public opinion obviously has made their decision. It's your show, okay? Yeah. And in their eyes, you are responsible for what happens on the show. You can say, oh, well, I'm not responsible for what they say all they want.
Correct.
But you are responsible for that.
No,
I'm not. You're responsible for what happens on the show.
You're saying I should be
responsibility for it.
No, absolutely not. Just like you would be crazy, Dean, you would be crazy to take responsibility for what other people say because you're on the same call. Let's say, let's pretend, pick somebody on battle cam you can't stand.
I understand that, Dave, but
pick somebody you can't understand. I'll use the analogy on you. Name somebody that you don't like. Cavacho?
I hate Aaron.
You hate Aaron. Okay.
Yeah.
So Aaron's on this call. Let's make the analogy. You hate Aaron. Okay. So Dean hates Aaron. Okay. So you are now taking, if Aaron says something that offends you, I now hold Dean responsible.
Well, you can't do that because
why not?
I did not produce the show.
Excuse me. Excuse me. How does that work? I produce the show. I produce the show, but the content comes from the people that call in, the majority.
I understand that, but
everybody knows nobody cares about me.
You are fully
It's
aware.
about people.
you are fully aware of the caliber of people that call on your show. You are fully, you're no stranger to it. It's not
So
like,
what
you
does
know,
that say? What are you
you're not
saying?
ignorant to the fact
What
that
are you
someone's gonna
saying?
call here and insult
Do you
someone.
understand, Dean? This logic is so completely flawed coming out. I'm amazed because I consider you somewhat intelligent, but
Dave,
this is some dumb
I understand
analogy.
I understand what you're, I guess, trying to do, but it's, I mean, it's like I said, all that really matters is what other people think on the outside. Okay, I know what the deal is. Okay, I know what kind of people you have here. People on the outside don't know that. Okay, so they're looking at you as this guy. They're looking at you as this guy who's hosting a show. Okay, with someone else who's making fun of someone.
So I have a question. We're going to give you a very good apples to apples comparison. Jerry Springer show. Now, the kind of people that go on the Jerry Springer show might not be the highest of caliber. Okay, in many people's opinion. Do you hold Jerry Springer responsible?
Well, I mean, listen, everyone signs a waiver before they go on to Jerry Springer. So, no, you know, he
The interesting part about that, though, is that his producer is held responsible for what goes on in the show. And you are technically the producer of the show.
Yes, but so here's something about Jerry Springer. You ready?
Yes,
it's pre-produced. It's not, it's to tape before it's live. They can edit it. Okay.
If you want to make if you want to take it to a better example, we can go back, 10 years ago to, what is it, Sally Jesse Raphael or whoever it was.
Yeah.
When the gay guy came out on stage and said, "Oh, I'm in, I have a crush on my friend or whatever," but he doesn't know, and then he came out, and then after the show, the guy went and killed him.
Yeah.
The family of that guy did sue, and they did win.
I think your logic is completely flawed for a live show. Anyway, so let me talk. Jeff has words that he wants to talk. This was about Jeff. Jeff, are you there? So Jeff says, I have other friends who treat me with respect, and I've known them for a long time, and I know when they're just teasing. OG Mike, the doofus goon, that he is overstepped his bounds, and it hurt my feelings. I left as he started so I could just forget it.
You know what, Dave? I just want to touch on the whole OG Mike thing. Personally, I don't think that there was any malicious intent in what he did. He was just following what you're supposed to do on battle cam. I don't think that he meant anything by it. I don't think he's a douchebag in real life. I mean, I just think that he was legitimately just trying to be funny. And he might have went overboard on that attempt, but I don't think he meant anything by it. And that's another thing with Jeff. I just want to actually, direct this at Jeff for a second.
Okay.
Jeff, I don't have a problem with you. I do know when I posted a picture on my Facebook a month ago with someone with large breast, naked, bearing their breast, you did not like, and you requested that I take it down. I mean, that's, I don't know what to say about that. It's kind of weird because you're on here knowing exactly what you could possibly be subject to.
Jeff says I disagree.
Well, it does. Well, you don't have
Jeff
to disagree.
Says I disagree.
Hey, Grits and Gravy is trying to join your call, Dave.
Did he send a contact request? Yes.
But either way,
he is approved.
Jeff, like I said, I like you and everything like that. But if you can't stand if you can't stand the heat, I don't know if you should actually be near the oven.
I got a question.
What's your question?
Lay it out.
Does Jeff's penis look like his face?
Wow. So to everybody who's so Aaron just asked, okay, does Jeff's penis look like his face? Is that what you said, Aaron? Yes.
Hey, Dave, I consider you a friend and everything, but yes. I did think you kind of went a little bit overboard that on the Broncos game that one day. I was just sitting in chat before I went to work, and I did hear you say, take that, you melted candle freak. And that was kind of messed up.
Okay. So Kalo has a problem. I actually didn't, was that the exact quote? That wasn't the exact quote.
You said
There was
something
a
about
melted
calling
candle
Jeff a melted
comment.
candle.
Yeah, but you didn't. If you're gonna quote me, you got to be
Son.
careful. You got to be careful because you actually have that quote wrong.
Yeah, so actually, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay, okay, go ahead.
But no, seriously, Dave. Like I said, I really do like to watch a show, and occasionally I like to come on and interact with the individuals who you have as guests on Skype calls.
Yeah.
However, if you're going to host a show, okay, if you're going to host a show
Yeah.
with questionable subject matter that you know is questionable and controversial, because that's why you do it, to to be controversial, whatever, because there's no censors on what people say on the internet.
Correct.
If something does happen like this, where in the case with Mike and Jeff, you shouldn't come on and say, oh well, we're going to change things and this, that, and the other because this is what happened. We're going to censor it down.
Change things. What are you talking about?
Well, didn't you say earlier when Mike comes on, we're going to, you said we're going to go against what we usually do. We're going to censor him. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, correct. We actually, for this one time, Jeff requested.
Okay,
Jeffrey, please mute your feedback. Whoever, I forget your name. The goods and just mute the show. Jeff, no. So Jeff requested to be part of this show. He asked me just this time to not let OG Mike on the call, and
Then
I
you know
agreed.
what?
I
know what,
agreed.
You know what, Dave?
Yeah.
I would have told Jeff, well, you know what? That's too bad.
Well,
If
you
you
don't
wanna call
run the
in-
show.
If you want to call
You don't
in
run the
with-
show.
You do, Dave. Now you're taking responsibility for saying that you run the show. But before when Mike says something, you don't take responsibility for it.
No,
And that's
no.
what everybody's saying.
You're telling
You're throwing
me
Mike
the
under the
way
bus here, man. That's beat
there's a
up.
difference. No, oh wow, you guys are not thinking logically.
You're throwing him under the bus.
No, there's a
It
big
is logical,
difference.
Dave.
No.
It's your show.
No, I choose. Now, here's what I tell you I am in control of, okay? I said I'm not in control of the content of what people say, okay? That is true, and I'm sticking with it. What I am in control with is having people tell other people they're not allowed to do things, okay? I can say no to that. I can say no to that. If Dean says that I am not allowed to let Jeff on the call and allow him one time to not let OG Mike on while he's on, we made that decision once. Yes, it was an exception. Jeff knows it's an exception, and I did it. And I admitted that publicly
Why
it was an
did you do that?
exception.
Why did you make that exception?
I made that exception because Jeff requested it, and I wanted him to not be overrun while he spoke.
Okay, so then you
OG
just
Mike has a
requested-
problem with constantly talking over Jeff and everybody else, and this is about Jeff. There's a lot of miscommunication, and if OG Mike runs over him continuously while Jeff's trying to say something, we won't get to hear what he has to say. And by the way, I have kicked other people off calls that block everybody throughout the entire show because nobody else could get a word in. I've done that before. So this is not really, yes, it's minor, but I did it, and I'm standing by it. Sorry.
Okay, well, then if that's the case, then you should stand by everything, and you shouldn't. I mean,
No, your logic is so flawed. All or nothing.
No.
Your logic
You
is
weren't
so
laughing,
flawed.
Dave. And from the outside looking in, you did look like a bit like a ringleader. I'm just saying. From the outside
Yeah.
looking in, you look
Yeah.
like a ringleader. You were
Yeah,
on
but
cam. Your
yeah.
face is on cam. You were laughing at what he was saying.
Yeah.
You were bent
Yeah,
over
you were
laughing.
having a good old time. So you obviously
I
agreed.
was
were having fun
now,
at his expense
but
as
of
well.
course, did you listen to what I said when I was laughing? Did you listen to anything, or did you just see me laugh?
I mean, I was.
Did you
kinda
listen to
bummed.
what I said
Well,
every
listened to
time I
about 3 or
played
4
it?
times.
So
I
I
listened to
thought,
11
did you hear what I
BAZ
said?
up in,
It's funny how you don't mention that. You don't mention what I actually said. I was laughing almost in shock of OG Mike going the level, and I said that. Every time you saw me smirk, I was like, my God, OG
So why
Mike
didn't
went
you
there.
censor Mike? Why didn't you censor Mike when you thought he was going too far for your standards?
That isn't for me to call.
Well, you called it. You called it today.
What do
You
you
made
mean
a
I called
decision
it today?
though.
No, that's not
Much the
true.
same thing.
That was, no, it's not. No,
You-
that's apples and
Yes,
oranges.
Yes.
No,
it's not.
no,
Same
it's
thing.
not. Because
You made a
Jeff,
deci-
I invited and it was important to have Jeff on this call. It's important to have Jeff speak without getting ran over because he is the subject.
It was important for him to speak yesterday also. Okay, I mean today is no different.
No, he left. He left after 6 minutes. He was gone pretty quickly.
You failed to abide by your own policy. You broke your own policy.
I don't know.
Okay?
No.
You broke.
If you see, Jeff just said, and before we end, he wants OG Mike Unbanned to say sorry to his face.
Okay, OG Mike. OG Mike, if you're watching, did you actually see that? I'm gonna make sure this.
Y'all know damn well.
Jeff said, hold on. He meant
Dave.
it. He went overboard and he did it to my face. And before we end, I'll let him be unbanned and say sorry to my face. You're not trolling. OG,
Dave.
ladies and gentlemen, Jeff has requested, hold on just a second. Jeff has requested OG Mike to call. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, be quiet. This is OG Mike and Jeff.
Oh, God.
You weren't here earlier when I said this, but I'll say it again. I do apologize for what I said. I did go, like you said, I did go way overboard with the whole entire thing. I just hope you know that I really have no malice towards you. I was just being my usual asshole self, as I usually am on these calls. But I do apologize. I did go overboard. And as I said, I am sorry. No ill intent meant.
Jeff, are you okay with that? I want to hear your response. Do you accept Mike's apology? Do you not accept Mike's apology? Do you think it was sincere? Do you think it was unsincere? We want your opinion.
So beat up. You got Mike's name running across the bottom of your screen over comments OG Mike made. And at the end of the video, you clearly made a comment.
I played it. I played that video
saying.
twice. What more do
That's
you
what I'm
want?
saying.
Dave, you got that guy Grits that wants to talk.
But
Yes.
Mike's
Hold on.
apologizing
Hold
for
on.
that.
We're going to get Grits too. Grits, stand by. We're going to talk to you next because I saw your posts on the social media. So we're going to talk to you. I just need to I don't want to interrupt Jeff. Jeff, what did you, do you have any comment? I don't see him typing. Jeff, did you hear Mike?
My question is, are you going to apologize for what you said, though, Dave?
That's up to Jeff, not up to you.
I'm asking you.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Jeff says the apology is accepted of OG Mike, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Apology accepted, OG Mike and Jeff.
Well,
there we go.
Guess what? The apology might be accepted. However, Joe Blow and everybody else who's looking at the videos right now over on all these other websites don't know that, nor do they care. Okay,
Yes,
so
but
it doesn't matter.
but the problem is, it's all that matters is what Jeff thinks. Okay, let's move on.
Right, okay.
Let's move on.
All
Let's
right.
move on.
Well, if you
Move
think
on
so.
to what?
Let's
You better
move on.
be on ESPN, Dave. You about to be famous for real, man.
So here we go. Here's the deal.
you-
Ladies and gentlemen,
somebody-
let's talk to. We're trying to give everybody a chance. Okay, trying to give everybody a chance. Who's calling in, please? Don't use your real name. Obviously, who's calling in? Grits. Am I right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me check your audio. Speak. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'll turn you up a bit.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Yes,
I-
ladies and gentlemen. What's your name? Grits and I just wanted.
Grits and gravy.
Grits and
21st.
Gravy. Ladies and gentlemen, Grits and Gravy, who is also a Patriots fan like Jeff. Go ahead. What do you have to say? I'll put you full screen.
I just want to let everybody know how we got wind of Jeff's story. It was, ironically enough, a Cleveland Browns fan came into our page, and he had seen Dave's video, and he was pretty disgusted at the way Jeff was treated. And the Browns fan didn't really have a vested interest in it other than to just let everybody know about it. So I kind of took it over from there. And I kind of watched the video myself, and I didn't really know what to think about it. We watched it, there was no context, so we really didn't know what exactly we were watching. So we had to look up, what Battle was. I mean, I'm brand new to this community. Y'all have been really great in defending Jeff. That's the thing, Dave, that I'm not so sure you understand. That yes, this is a trolling site, but trolling and personal attacks that get to your core are completely two different things. If you want to troll me as a Patriots fan, you'd say, oh, 18-1 or Spygate or something like that. But I mean, to get on Jeff for the way he looks, I mean, Jeff can't control that. I mean, it was really.
Jeff can't control
really,
what can Jeff not control?
Jeff cannot control the way he looks, which is 90% of the attacks that were said about him.
Okay, physical appearance. Okay.
Yes. And just as we watched, we shared it, and it's a real problem when people in your own community, with the battle cam community, which they know this is a troll site, and even they're disgusted by it. I mean, that should tell you something, Dave.
Okay. So,
well, the first thing I want to address, Mr. Grits and Eggs up in the corner. Number one, before you call into a troll site, make sure no one can see your real name, which I can. And number two, do you have any
come
light?
on, Dean, that's not cool.
Well, I'm sorry, Dave.
I'm not.
Sorry.
Why are you even pointing that out? That's not cool.
Are you censoring me, Dave?
No, I'm not censoring you, but I don't understand why you even said
okay,
that.
I'm just saying.
What's your point? Do you know this guy?
Going to call in here, let him, he should know what the deal is.
And then you have to point it out live on the air. Really, Dean? You have to point it out live on the air.
Dave, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Whatever, dude. Okay, let's move on. So let me answer the question. So here is, so from the outside looking in, are you a regular on Battlecam? I do not know. You said you were not.
No, this is my first time.
Okay, this is your first time, so you're not familiar. So a point made to match your point is looking from the outside. Somebody else on this call said, Dave, from the outside in and out of context, it looks really horrible. It looks really horrible for somebody who's not familiar with the site. And you're talking about it is improper to make fun of somebody's physical looks. Now, I have a question for you. Is it improper to make fun of just Jeff's looks? Or is it improper to, let's say, as a Patriots fan, let's say I think you look funny, and I'm going to make fun of your looks? Is there a problem with that, too?
I mean, it's all relative. You talk about treating people as equals. There's double standards with everything. It may not be right, but there is. I mean, you would not treat your wife the same way you would treat, your sister. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Very.
You treat people differently.
Okay, so on Battlecam, I know you're new, so I'm going to let this slide. On Battlecam, okay, in this place, and I know you're not familiar with that, is nobody treats anybody nicely. Nobody at all. And in the trolling spectrum, everything is up for grabs. Everybody that calls, and this is just not my show, the whole site. This is just even outside of the Davelive show on Battlecam Network. So the concept is everybody is trolled. Now, people aren't allowed to do illegal things and cross boundaries. And yes, there's always some people that do that. And that is definitely not permitted. And I definitely do not promote that kind of trolling. Okay. So, but verbal abuse and that kind of stuff is up for grabs for everybody. And when people call in, Jeff absolutely is called in. Jeff is a regular on my show, by the way. You don't know that. You didn't know that. But Jeff has called in for years into my show. He used to have his own show. And Jeff will vouch for you. And I'll let Jeff tell you this if you don't believe me. I don't want to speak for him. But Jeff is very aware of the trolling that goes on Battlecam. It is cruel. It is somewhat tasteless, if not fully tasteless. And everybody has done it, including myself. I take that responsibility. So the problem is that's what it is. That's what Battlecam is. For people that get easily offended by that or offended at all by that, they stay away from the site. And this site is definitely not for everyone. This site is not for the general public. So because of that, when it started getting distributed virally to other places on the internet, there's a lot of people who didn't understand the realm, which you now sound like you kind of understand it. You understand where it comes from. So there's a lot of people taking it out of context, a lot of people who didn't understand how it is, and a lot of people didn't ask Jeff. This is what's amazing, is everybody went to Jeff's defense before Jeff even knew there was a problem. So it's kind of interesting. Jeff had something to say about it, by the way. Yeah, Jeff says he's actually heading into a semi-regular. That's right, because he's been on here less. He used to be a regular, and now he's been on here less often because he has a life outside of Battle Cam like some of us do, not everybody. So you know, Jeff understands that I treat everybody as equal as far as trolling. And that includes, I have said nasty things about a lot of people on my show, and Jeff is included.
Oh,
the
you
difference
said nasty
is
things about me all the time, dude, and I suck it
yeah,
up.
exactly. Kalo, I say horrible things about Kalo. So
But I respect Jeff. Jeff is really nice. He's a really nice guy. Like
Jeff,
he has nothing bad to say about anybody.
Correct.
That's what you talking about. He called me a black asshole.
Jeff, so you know what? He has a point. Jeff can troll with the best of them as well. Jeff is not always nice either. He said some nasty stuff to people. So don't paint him like the angel.
Listen.
So,
I'm going to say this one more time, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope not. If it's the same thing, I want you to go away.
Oh, relax, Dave. Okay, pull the tampon out. It's not about you. I'm going to address this to Jeffrey.
Yep.
Jeff, like I said, I love you. I'm glad you're man enough to be on this site. But if it's becoming overwhelming for you, you know, maybe you should look on.
So I'm going to break in. He didn't say it's overwhelming for him.
Obviously.
Why are you saying this stuff?
Oh, excuse me, Dave. Can I speak?
You
or are
can
you going to speak over me every time I say something?
I gave you a long time to talk. Are you going to become? Are you going to talk over everybody?
I'm talking to Jeff. Okay, Jeff was
Quickly.
upset because he hung up. Jeff was upset because he hung up, so it was
He
overwhelming.
was upset at OG Mike, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so he hung up the phone, or he ended the Skype call. Okay, so he was upset, right? Am I right?
You're asking Jeff.
Jeff, were you angry?
Jeff is typing to respond.
Yeah, well, I can hear his keys. Thanks, Dave. And we are waiting the response. A simple head shake, up or down, left or right, would have been fine, but.
Jeff, are you typing? I can't tell, actually.
Is he typing?
Jeff, are you?
It's going to take forever.
I don't know if he's typing. I can't. I don't see. He's not. Jeff, are you listening? Are you hearing us?
He probably trying to go to hell.
You know what? I think Jeff doesn't give a shit. That's what I personally think. I think.
And nor should he. And nor should he.
Exactly.
Give a shit.
Nor should he, and nor should you, and nor should you be out here.
This isn't about what Jeff wants, though. This is about the court of public opinion. What Dean was saying,
right?
And
well,
you have been found guilty.
We already know.
Okay, he says he typed. He says yes at OG Doofus.
Yes at OG Doofus. I assume I'm OG Doofus.
No. That would be Mike. He's referencing OG Mike. I'm assuming.
All right. So then he was offended. So then he was offended by what Mike said, and he hung up. So,
yeah, he stated earlier. He stated earlier he was offended.
All right. Well, I mean, Jeff, you do know that's what happens here, right?
Jeff says I'm.
I mean, he's a little. I mean, he's kind of like delayed. I mean, not in that way. I didn't mean like mentally delayed. I mean like delayed towards typing, not anything else.
Okay.
Jeff, you understand that, right?
This is so beat up. This is so wrong.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Why you got Mike's name going across the bottom of the screen like that, man?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you take his name down because
Why
we
don't
all
you
know
put OG
this is
Mike
what
and Dave
goes.
live?
Dave, you're the one.
What?
Good.
It is. My name's all over the screen. What are
You're
you
the one
talking
getting
about?
all the
It's
threats.
all
You're
over
the
it.
threats, Dave. You're the one getting the threats. You're the one getting the attention. When the
And-
news comes knocking, they're going to come knocking at your door because you're the host of the show. They're not going to come to OG Mike's house. So how come you said that about Jeff? They're
Yeah,
going to come
dude.
to Dave Live show.
No,
They're gonna
no,
know why you
no,
this
no.
on your-
You're speaking again for yourself.
No, wait a minute. If I could just say something.
Yep.
Just to make it clear, I don't think they were threatening to dox Dave because of what happened with Jeff. I think they did it because Dave said fuck 4chan and then flipped them off. I think that's what made it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so maybe it is. Oh well. I don't know. I've had many threats on many social sites already over this. Many threats personally. So that's fine. So let me speak back to Grits over here. So Grits is a Patriots fan. So is it clear, even though I know you have your opinion and we might disagree, you might still think that I acted inappropriately from the outside view, but at least do you understand the realm now? Do you understand what it is on the inside view?
Yeah, I read up about like I understand what your site's all about now. Like I
Okay.
completely understand it. The opinion is not whether, because I mean, obviously, if he comes to the site, he's subjecting himself to that regardless. It's the line though. That's what we're talking about here. And the lines were delivered with such hatred. I mean, Jeff even logged off the call. He just said himself he logged off because he was upset.
Yeah.
And like it didn't stop. It kept going. Like,
Correct.
what was the point in that?
Well, it depends. Are you talking? It depends on who you're directing the question to, I guess, because like I said, I still won't take responsibility for anything OG Mike said, so I can't comment on
That's
that.
the thing, and like I don't know if you're paying attention to the comments, but like you were not innocent.
No, I didn't say I'm innocent. I take responsibility for what I said. So if you're talking about comments that came from my mouth specifically,
You don't make an effort to stop it, so you must entertain it.
so again,
You
I
can
cannot
say what you
control.
want, Dave.
We're going in an infinite circle. You're going in an infinite. This is a circular argument. You think I understand, Dean. You think I should control and censor people on the call.
I'm
I
not
understand
telling
that.
you,
And
this
it
is
may
what
be
you-
to some people that's the right thing to do.
Dave, this is
People
what-
may agree with you. I'm not saying people may not agree with you. There might be people. I disagree with you, Dean.
Dave,
You
I'm
are
not
wrong.
saying-
Yes,
I am
you
not
are.
saying-
You
No,
are
when
saying
did
by
I say-
taking
when did I
responsibility.
say- When did
You
I
are
say
wrong.
censor people on your calls?
You're
When did I
what
say that?
you're saying to take responsibility
no,
equals
don't try
censorship.
to interpret my words. Did
What
I
are
ever
you-
say?
It,
Did I ever say
if you
censor
can't,
people on your
if you
show?
do not know that connection, if you don't understand that connection, there's no hope for you.
Dave.
Come on, Dean, you're smarter than this.
Dave, listen.
Or
all
you're
right?
trolling.
I never ever said you should censor people on your show. Okay, that's not what I said. Okay, however, you are responsible for the shit that half of these people say.
No.
Because shit
No,
that's
I'm not. We're done. We
They
already had this
want
thing.
to
You're
do.
done. I'm done talking with you. I'm done talking with you. You've had enough time. I disagree with you, and you're fucking wrong. So that's it. We're done. Moving on. Moving on.
My
So,
question
Alex,
is-
what is your question?
Mike apologized. He apologized first. I saw how he apologized on Facebook,
Correct.
and he apologized without Jeff saying, I think he should apologize. But I asked you, do you think you should apologize? And you said let Jeff decide.
Correct.
But my question is, do you think that you should apologize for what you said?
I already made a statement early in the broadcast, and
I see.
when I was there, and I could repeat it again if you'd like. I don't have a problem with it.
No,
So-
I'd like you not to, because you should stand by what your show represents.
I don't know what that even means.
Okay,
It's-
then you don't know what it means, then I
No,
don't
what
know.
you
It's
mean
not
with your
necessarily
comment.
apologizing to anybody on Battle Cam. People on Battle Cam understand. They might feign outrage.
I am not apologizing to anyone unless Jeff says he is hurt by what I said seriously,
Then
which
you
he
know what?
stated
Then
he's
that
not,
should,
and then that's
What's
fine.
your attention?
your response should be, well, you know what, Jeff? I'm sorry.
No, he didn't ask for an apology. No, you're telling me to apologize, and I'm not going to apologize on your behalf.
That actually flipped out.
Don't tell me what to do.
But, you know.
Don't
This is
tell
the
me
part-
what to do.
This is the part I'm confused about because Mike apologized without a request for an apology, but you're saying
That's
you don't
because
have-
Jeff was offended. Jeff
Okay,
was
well, there's no
offended. He
such
took
thing
it
as offended
seriously.
when you're here.
He
There's no
said,
such thing as
he
offended.
said, do you want me to quote what he said earlier in the chat? Jeff said, I will quote him.
understand that, Dave.
He
I
says
understand.
that I understand. I've been friends with Dave for a while, and I understand. He understands that it's just trolling. He understands that you people want Jeff to hate me so bad it hurts. You wish that he took it to heart. Yet, you know, and you're trying to make him force me to apologize because I won't fucking apologize because you tell me to.
I'm not
Fuck
trying
all
to
of
force-
you.
I'm
Fuck
the one
all of
who's-
you. Do not. I will not do what you say. It's not about you.
I don't think it's telling you what to do.
Dave,
Yes.
I'm the one who's telling you not to apologize to anyone and run with the show the way you want to run with it. That's what I am telling you, and that was the point of me calling
Okay.
to tell you. The reason being because it just seems like you're trying to clear your name or try to turn it around and make it something else a little nicer. Oh no, we weren't talking about handicapped people. It wasn't really like that. He understood. Like that's what I meant by taking responsibility for your show. Okay, if your show is all about whatever, let it be about all about whatever, and then whatever mean shit people say, it doesn't matter. So what? That's what you should have said when you came on. You should have been like, so what? I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to run my show the way I'm going to run it. But
I
you
always
didn't
have been
open
like that. When have I not said that?
You didn't open like, well, I don't know how you opened today, but I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
opened
I've
that.
always. That's what I said. That's how I opened. So you
I
missed
think
the boat.
I
You
think
explained it
opened
just
up-
like I
Yeah,
explained it
know.
earlier. Very close, almost word for
It
word.
does sound like I have marbles in my mouth, but the
Yeah.
way you opened it up, it sounded like you were, trying to garner support, from.
No,
people.
I'm trying to be as Tommy. I hate to coin a phrase with Tommy, but I was trying to keep it 100. I also even
it sounded
played the
like-
segments people claimed I missed on the air, and I
You
played them.
You sounded
So
if-
I don't know why you're trying. You're trying desperately to make something out of something that's not.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what my initial assessment was.
Yeah.
When,
Okay.
when
I am telling you, I already said that. And I said I will stick to what I said. I'm not changing my plan. I'm not changing my game. I'm sticking to what I said.
Okay. All right.
Period.
That's not what I've been watching the show bits and bits.
Yeah.
Pieces here. I had to run out, whatever. It didn't seem that way. It seemed like you were really looking for support and looking for.
I'm not looking for. I don't need
apologies and
support.
so-
I don't need support. I don't need support. I'm not harmed in any way.
Right,
I'm
because you
fine.
don't even sound like your usual self. You sound more of like a calm
I'm just
down.
mad. I'm mad
defeated,
that you're trying. It's almost like you're trying to force an apology out of me, and
I'm
that
not trying
pisses
to
me
do
off.
anything. I'm
That
not
pisses
trying to
me
Forced
off.
apology would be more of an insult than not apologizing at all, which is what you're not doing.
But
anyway.
that's your opinion, and I don't care
Of
about your
course.
opinion either.
No, I mean, what I'm
Alex.
telling you is a forced apology. It would, from my view, it'd be more shitty than just not doing it at all. So
But
if
I
you-
don't owe an
stand by-
apology to anybody.
Stand by your assholeness. No, you're right. You don't. You throw Mike under the bus. You made your point. You've got his name plastered across. Going, people are mad at OG Mike when your face is the one on there. Mike went ahead.
Mike's
and-
face was not on
Mike-
there.
Well,
Why are you
That's
saying
what
that he
you're
wasn't
saying.
on there?
What I'm saying is people were seeing your face. They were seeing you laugh. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You see
All
what I'm
right.
saying? They understand that they guess they can, take that you're talking with people on Skype.
Right.
That's what they were saying. But what I'm saying is, people saw what you were saying, and they saw your face. And what I'm saying is, they go ahead, stand by and be the assholeness. But Mike went ahead and apologized for his part in it.
Correct.
And we'll
And
give Mike credit.
Jeff was okay. So here's what happened there. Jeff admitted he was offended by Mike's comments. He specifically mentioned Mike. Okay? Here's where it is. Mike made the apology. Jeff accepted the apology. I asked Jeff if he was Inzane, you're feeding back. Inzane, you're feeding back. Please mute. Inzane, you're feeding
How can I
back.
be feeding back?
I don't know, but please mute immediately. So, anyways, and then I asked Jeff to make sure that I wasn't left out, Alex. I said, Jeff, were you offended by anything I said? And he said no. And he said the reason why. What more do you want? What
Dave,
more
it's
do you
not-
want?
I think you're missing my point. It's not so much even about Jeff. It's about the public opinion. That video's been viewed more times than most regular battle cam videos get viewed, and this train is not stopping anytime soon.
Okay.
You'll more than likely be on some radio show tomorrow. They'll probably have you on some blogs tomorrow. Listen what I'm saying.
So I should change my view. I'm listening. I'm listening.
No. Don't change anything. Don't.
I'm not.
That stuff has probably already been recorded. You've said that you're not going to apologize, and you're standing by. Good. Stand by that.
Yeah.
Keep being you. That's what makes the show you. That's what makes this website.
Right.
That is what makes it great. But what I'm saying is, the court of public opinion has already thrown you under the bus.
Correct. I agree with that. No, actually, correct. The court of public opinion, who have watched this go viral, have thrown me under the bus. That's why it went viral.
Alex,
That's
that's
true.
saying stand by your guns.
In my opinion, I think it's deservingly because, I think Dave did say a few things, and he did say something earlier at the end of the video. He melted face or something like that when he still had his jersey on.
Yeah, we
and everything
played
like that.
it twice. We played the
Yeah.
video twice, including that
Yeah.
segment. Yes.
Yeah,
Dave, I wouldn't. Dave, I don't know if like I'm late to the bus here,
Yeah.
but I fucking I'm watching all this and I'm seeing all these people. And if there is going to be ramifications, Alex is right. It is what it is. It's out there. If that's the case, take it and run with it. I like what you're saying. I don't think you need to apologize to anybody. All those people are taking out our context. Jeff is still here. He was here before, got called names, called people names.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Stand by your guns. These people are going to do what they do. Take it and run with it. Any advertisement like this, any kind of controversy is good for your show. If nothing else, you'll get more people in here. Don't worry about it. Go with it.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree. That's what I'm going to do. And I mean, the public opinion to change, and like I said, and I believe Alex doesn't want me to change public opinion either. But the question is
you've already made up your mind. You can't now.
absolutely I've made up my mind. And
Exactly.
like I said, now if Jeff, let's do a theory. You ready? If Jeff decides he didn't want me to replay the video because he already saw it on his phone, he said. He already played the videos on his phone. He said, if Jeff changed his mind and said, hey, you know what, I watched the videos again, and Jeff says, you know what, Dave, I really think you meant all that, and I'm offended, okay, which I didn't. There was no intention of offending. Anybody knows that. So it's
Well,
if
it's
he
all out
is
of
offended,
context.
if he's
Everybody
correct,
that's seeing
it is on,
outside
and
that,
Alex
it's all
admit that. It says the court of public opinion has thrown me under a bus. So Alex knows it's out of context, and Alex knows
understand.
it's
Yes.
So
I
so
understand.
that's fine. But if Jeff changes his mind and says, you know what, Dave, I'm offended, and you owe me an apology, and the answer is I would apologize in that case.
Why would you apologize for what Mike has already apologized? Why would you apologize for Mike?
I would not apologize for Mike.
He'd
I would
apologize
not.
for what he said.
No. I would not apologize for Mike ever.
Mike said it.
Ever.
He'd apologize for what he said.
I would only apologize for what came out of my mouth. I will not apologize for anything that's said on my show that I do not control. I will not apologize ever for OG Mike. Ever. So that's that's on, and OG Mike made it. He apologized. Jeff has accepted it. All is good.
Hey, sorry.
Okay.
Suck my.
So there you go. So
You
Yeah, I'm not
understand?
sorry. Jeff has trolled me as bad as anybody, and I've trolled him, and you know, I don't think he cares, and I know I
Yeah.
don't care.
I mean,
and think
Jeff,
that,
continue
you know,
to-
It's
by
too
the way-
bad. All these people taking it out of context.
yeah, Jeff
These
is
people, they're
Jeff
not
has
battle
been
cammers.
Jeff is
They're
a
not battle
trooper.
cammers.
By the way, just to let you know before you say, oh, you're saying Jeff is a trooper now. If you watch the video, I say, quote unquote, Jeff is a great sport during the event. By the way, during the event, play the video, please. Right. So it's Jeff knows, he's been here for years. He knows the context of it internally. Now people who are from the outside who've called, and I'm glad we got Grits and Gravy, because Grits and Gravy is not from Battle Cam. He's not from Battle Cam. He came in from the outside. He came in from the outside, from other
Well, yeah,
social
but Grits
media.
and Gravy, I listened
and
to
he came
him
in-
too, and I can understand what he's saying from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, how can people talk like
Yeah.
that?
But
you
he
know,
did.
Grits,
But
you
Grits
gotta
and Gravy
admit
did the smart
you
thing.
gotta
He did the
admit when
research.
Jeff was talking
He
like
did
that,
the research.
You know?
He actually went and got on and called in and did the research. Now, the fact is,
Well, yeah,
most of the people
but a
will
lot of
not
those
do the
people haven't,
research.
you know?
Grits and Gravy did the research, but nobody else will, right? Very few people
Dave,
will.
May I have you and Mike's
Like-
autograph
like
when this
questions
sound
to
bite
these
gets picked up
My
for
question to these
cyberbullying?
people would be, would you like us to treat Jeff special? Would you like us to treat him special? Because of the way he looks. Should we treat him special? And I'll tell you what, no fucking way. Because that would, you know, that would be insulting and offensive to him. More so than calling him names or trolling him.
Yep. And that would be, by the way, I agree with Zane 100%. I would be offended in this format of show if people treated Jeff differently than anybody else. I would be offended. That would offend me.
Y'all have to
The
look at the
melted,
codes that
the melted candle comment is over a year old, and it's been regurgitated over and over again.
Yeah.
Why this time it's all of a sudden
because
No,
now
some-
it's the public opinion.
Watching it, so no one cares who said it when. I mean, Dave was the last person to say it. Dave was the only person on Facebook and on Lively and wherever else the video is playing, YouTube.
yeah, and that's
that he said it.
unfortunate.
No one else is
But,
listening.
I'm
No,
here to
Mike
say
was
it's
on
all-
those videos. What are you saying? Mike was not on any of the videos? They're on. I can play it right
Mike's-
now.
You know, Mike's face not on camera like I am, like in Zane is right now.
No, but his still photo, the same one he
His
has
still
here.
photo was there, yes, but
Yeah, this
but
one
you
right
see your
here.
face speaking. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
who's
that-
gonna go
I mean-
around looking for a monkey holding his camera up to his face? No one's gonna do that. Everybody can see you, Dave.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know. So, I don't see your point. And
And
OG
it's
Mike,
your show.
OG Mike has been on here with his camera on many times. As a matter of fact, I think he did. Actually,
do this.
actually, during the show, during the first game, the Broncos game, before we went into the second playoff game, OG Mike did turn on his cam, right? OG Mike, you did for a while. If I recall, you had your camera on for a bit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that's an invalid comment.
No, but what I'm saying is you look like the ringleader, Dave. Your face is up there. Your face is the one everybody sees. I pulled this up on my phone. You don't really see the little Skype things in the back, especially on the screen, you know, this small.
Yeah.
My phone's about this big. Everybody can see it. So all we see is Dave, you sitting there laughing, ha 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 ha. And you know, people are
Yeah.
going in on this guy, and then you
Tuna.
realize that you can't even speak back. And then just keep going, and then at the end, it's got you in your you know Broncos
But
uniform.
so it's kind of
looking at the
interesting.
guy, too.
Okay, so so what's your summary? I don't know what your summary is. What are you trying to get at?
My point is,
Dave, you know what?
appearances are everything. You look like the ringleader. That's all I'm saying, Dave. And appearances
Okay.
are everything.
I love the way Dave plays stupid. Oh, what's your summary? I don't know.
Well,
You know
no,
exactly-
honestly, I don't know what he's getting
Summarize
at.
for him. I can get to it for him. Right there. Appearances are everything, Dave. And your face is
Okay.
the one that's up there, and you look like you're the ringleader to the outside looking in.
Okay, okay,
no,
and
That's
I'm
what
not-
okay, if that's the case, I don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah, for people, I don't know what the case, but I don't understand your point. Okay, so I look like a ringleader. I mean, it is my studio.
You're the host of the show. You can't
the-
help it, Dave. Don't
I mean,
worry
I'm the
about it.
host of the show. Yeah,
The
so
host
I don't.
And the producer.
I don't-
And when something goes wrong in the show, the producer's held liable. Dave and
Yeah,
Zane, you both.
but
on
that's
TV,
why,
you
and
know
that's
that.
that's why Alex. I agree. That's why Alex. I had this show and I announced it early today so people could tune in and hear it directly from me instead of a third-party social site. And now they know where I stand. Now they know where they
I
stand, and they can
couldn't
draw their own. They can draw their own conclusions.
Bother to come onto the site, Dave.
What?
I don't
A lot
think
of
Dave-
people came to the site. Actually, look, we have somebody on the call that's not a battle cammer. Grits is not a battle cammer. He came on the site and called in. We have people in the chat room that are from the outside in. This got media attention. This got media attention. I mean, I don't know how else, to, say this.
Well, yeah, I got a question. Who are the bigger retards? The fucking people that said these things and caused all the fervor, or the guys that retaliate against you without knowing the context of the whole site? I mean, come on. Those guys retaliating are the bigger douchebags.
Well,
They're the
you know
ones
what's
that are
funny?
gonna be the idiots.
It's funny, Zane, you mentioned it. I was looking on Reddit, and what was interesting on Reddit when this got viral, there was a whole bunch of comments about, oh my God, Davelive and this OG Mike guy are horrible people, and blah 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 blah. Right?
You're right. Y'all are.
Yep.
Keep going.
And then all of a sudden, somebody in the
Well, the
middle of it
rateable-
says, "Wait a minute." There's this other video. I'm not trolling here. This really happened. I'll bring up Reddit. They linked to a video of me and Jeff doing karaoke. They found the karaoke one where me and Jeff are singing karaoke together. And now somebody
Well,
said
that's
in
good. Then
Reddit,
they're adding-
and then all of a sudden Reddit said, "Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense." The quote was, "I'm totally confused now. Should we hate this guy? Because why is he singing karaoke with Jeff?" So from the outside world, as people started researching, it didn't make any sense.
That's my comment when I said
Yeah.
the ones that retaliate without knowing.
Without
So a lot of
knowing
them
it, are
obviously
there.
doing
Dave,
research,
Dave, people in
figuring it out.
Okay,
But the
in
ones that don't do the
by
research and
retaliation,
they're the
I'm
ones that
pretty
are
sure
wrong.
You're speaking on the fact that Dave Live and his employer and everything else got doxxed. That was due to Dave Live saying "fuck 4chan." That had nothing to do with the whole Jeff situation.
Okay, if you say so. Are you the spokesperson for 4chan?
Might as well be.
You know,
The truth.
just pretty much know how they operate, and if you talk shit about them, they're gonna slap you around.
Okay, whatever. I don't know why we keep bringing up 4chan. I don't care. So
Say
anyway.
it again, Dave. Stand by your words. Say it again. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I see what you guys are trying to do. You're
loud.
trying.
Say it.
So
Hey, Hank.
you know what? You know what? So
Your
you know
mom
what's
told me.
you know what's not cool about that? Do you understand what's not cool about that? That's like
not-
you're saying you want harm to be done to me,
No,
and
I'm
I
saying-
don't appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Dave.
I don't appreciate that. If you're okay, no, listen very fucking carefully. Shut up. Okay, because now you're talking about my life. So shut up. Here is what's going to happen, okay? If you're trying to get people to hurt me in real life, I will take offense of it and ban you forever. Because now you're messing with me. So if that is your intention, to get some site or whatever to harm me in real life, you're gone. Because that I take as a personal threat, and I take extreme offense to it.
How would you
Nobody on the internet coming
you
to your
took
district.
back on us? You said the word. They're mad at you,
No,
not
you're
us.
bringing up saying, don't say that,
No,
or
I said
they're
that.
going to do that. I ain't stupid.
Go
I
ahead
ain't
and say it, Dave.
stupid. I ain't
Dave,
stupid.
I'm
You
about
are
you being-
trying. That can be
No.
seen as you trying. You want
No.
something harmful to be done to
Don't
me.
apologize.
You are
said
trying
stand by
that.
your
Yes.
words. You said your words. So stand by them. You said the
I
words
said I did stand by my words. That has nothing to do with it. What you're trying to do right now offends me.
How's that offending you?
Oh, please,
Because-
Dave, stop it.
No,
Stop.
really.
Crying like a baby right now.
No,
You're
because
crying like a
that's the
baby.
whole point.
Own it,
What?
Dave. Own it. Own it.
Own it.
Own
You-
what?
that's me. That's
Own
me,
what?
that's Dave.
I just did. What are you talking about now?
So why are you putting on me saying I'm offended?
I'm
didn't tell you this-
because
I told you
your
Dave.
intention.
Right here.
Okay, now you're treating me stupid, and I'm getting mad.
Actions
Okay,
are
listen, Alex. Listen.
I'm listening. I'm
Listen
listening.
carefully. Don't you telling me what to say and what not to say because so and so may hurt you, and bringing it up on a live audience why so and so is
Say
intention
that.
to hurt me is a intentional act
Did I say
to
that?
try to hurt me.
When did I say that?
You're not saying that. You're saying it on that intention.
No.
Do not
Dave
treat
Dave
me.
is a mind reader. Dave knows what you mean.
Oh, whatever, dude.
No.
Don't play
Dave's-
me.
And that's not even about instigating West Side. Hold on. Dave said, he said,
Yeah.
so
He's an instigator. Yeah, West Side's is right. That is absolute.
And he's not apologizing.
So
for
what
he
is
said.
your point?
He said things that were viewed as offensive. Hold on. You said things that were viewed as offensive to Jeff, and you're not going to apologize for those. And then Mike brought up that you said something about your life. So he said that you said F 4chan or fuck 4chan, whatever,
Yeah.
and on Facebook or something. And you, all I'm saying is,
No, I didn't
Dave,
actually. But
I'm saying Dave doesn't have to apologize to that either. Dave's standing by his words on both things, and that's what he says.
so
That's the man says,
what is
that's
your
why-
point of bringing that up? What
Mike,
is your
by
point of bringing up the
thing is-
subject?
I'm saying is you're doing your thing. You're standing by your word. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, why apologize for anything anybody says on this?
I'm
I mean,
not.
the fact
I'm not
that Mike did it
apologizing, and
is
it's like you
amazing.
said I
No, yeah,
did.
no, I don't. The fact
I
that
didn't
Mike did it,
apologize.
I get it,
What
but
he's going to
you
apologize
have nothing
for,
to
what he's
apologize
not
for.
gonna
Yeah,
do.
unless you're instigating or saying I did apologize and saying I changed word, bringing that up is really bizarre. So
Said you said this. Mike said you said this.
I know he said it earlier. Why are you bringing it up again?
No, he just came on and said it.
Okay, I know. So
Because this
okay,
is-
anyway, we're
this is-
moving on.
This
This is a
derailment
bizarre.
hour.
This is a
Live
bizarre.
derailment hour. You derailed, and you instead of saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up everybody," to the not to that,
well.
but to the other people looking at you, you said something
to who?
To
To
I
who?
don't know.
Who
Apparently
should
Mike
I
said you said-
apologize to?
Huh?
In your opinion, who should I apologize to?
I don't know if it makes them feel bad. If you don't want to, then don't. I'm not saying you should apologize to anybody. Don't take it from me. This is you. You fuck up and you keep fucking up, and people sitting
What?
just watching.
What
and
did I
laughing at
fuck
you.
up on? What did I fuck up on?
Hey, there's a video that over 5,000 fucking views of you berating some guy who physically cannot speak, with along with a few other people on Skype, and you look like an asshole. And that's fucking up, Dave. One, it didn't look like you look like a fuck up. Okay, two. Mike
you know,
comes
what
out and
makes
says,
this last time any different than the other 100 times?
I
you've
know.
done it?
I'm trying to get this.
NFL fans are picking it up. This time, and Zane, you're not American. You're a kid. I know you understand. But people are still feeling, the whole football game, the outcomes, everything. So you got a bunch of pissed off Patriots fans who see this kid, getting abused by some guy in a fucking joke ass of a Broncos jersey. I'm not saying this to make y'all be jerks on it. I'm telling y'all what it looks like from the outside looking in.
We
This is what they-
understood. We've already talked. Okay, you made it clear. You made it clear without instigating, which I think you crossed that line. I think you crossed the line in instigating. But yeah, you're instigating. You are fucking instigating. You are fucking instigating. So my point, we already listen. The deal is, I already know from the outside looking in what it looks like. That is why Grits is on. Grits is the proof from the outside in. I let him on the call because he had that view from the outside in. So you're not from the outside in. So you're not from the outside in. Alex, you understand battle cam. So your opinion of what the outside in is it's kind of secondhand there, buddy.
So you're telling me that I can't conceptualize what somebody from the outside.
You can conceptualize without instigating.
You're telling me that I can't sit. I haven't passed this video to other people today and said, "What do you think of this video?"
Yeah, we understand that. And Grits said, and Grits could speak on it again. Grits said it looked really bad. He said he saw the video, but he did. I mean, I don't know what your point without instigating is. This has already been said that it looked really bad from the outside.
I'm by you. Stand by your words.
You're saying I'm not standing by my words. I don't even know what words you're not making any sense. You're instigating.
I'm not fucking OG Mike, Dave, all right? I'm gonna let you know that right now. Don't you ever in your fucking life try to throw me into the bus and say you're instigating something. I didn't tell you to say fuck 4chan. You said that shit, Dave, so stand by that too.
But I said that, but why are you instigating it?
I'm not instigating it.
Yes, you are.
You let on your fucking life do that, Dave.
Yeah.
You know better than that. You are smarter than that, Dave. You can play
You're
stupid
smarter than that to thinking I don't pick that up. Why do you think I'm that stupid?
At the end of the fucking day, you know better, Dave. You're smarter than that.
You're
all right?
smarter than
I hold
what?
a high degree that holds some other people. That's me
You're
trying to be
telling
honest
me
with you.
smart. I don't
Alex,
Alex, your
understand.
mic is breaking up quite a bit.
Yeah, his
Calm
mic is
down.
breaking up.
Dave, you need to get your rainbow flag out right now.
Can I borrow yours?
I think.
Can I borrow yours?
To save yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I respect people's opinion, but instigating problems to harm people does not go over
I'm
well.
trying to
Oh,
help.
I instigated
It
that,
doesn't.
Dave. Yeah, I instigated that. You said it, but I instigated it. Yeah, Dave. That makes a whole
No,
shit ton of
no, you're turning it.
I think Alex
you're
is just
turn-
trying to point out some obvious things. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then he goes over and over, and then says that I am endangering myself, which is instigation.
You hate
Do you
accountability.
acknowledge that you pissed some of those guys off and that some
I
of them
pissed
aren't
a lot
smart
of.
enough to do the
Okay, I
research?
acknowledge.
They may come at you.
The whole reason I'm having the show tonight, the whole reason is that people are pissed off at me. The whole reason. It's blatantly obvious. Nobody would care if I didn't piss off anybody. The whole reason people from the outside like Grits, are coming in is because he was pissed off, or he saw people on social networks that were pissed off.
Not for nothing, but fuck Grits. Dave, you shouldn't have had a show tonight because it doesn't matter if people are pissed off at you, Dave. It does not matter. That's the context of your show, to piss other people off.
But why can't I have a show talking about
Are you going to be making a rebuttal
I can't.
show every day?
No, it's
Every
not a rebuttal
Thursday-
show.
every Thursday night
I
there's gonna
stay
be
by
a
my
rebuttal?
word. You guys are so trolling.
Change your username. Dave didn't cross any fucking lines. Shut your face.
Yeah,
What happened?
I don't know. I don't
think
know
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think Mike went off
That's
and
instigating.
he apologized whether he needed to or not.
Yep.
I think
Insane.
Jeff can fucking stand for himself.
Insane.
And I think this is ridiculous. Too
I'm
bad
with you.
4chan
I
guys are
am
getting
with
pissed.
you.
at
I don't
Yeah.
think anything went wrong yesterday. However, Dave felt the need to come on and explain himself.
No, I felt the need to have a show.
Which he is admitting
Yes,
guilt.
Leia.
I'm admitting
Okay, you're
guilt.
admitting guilt by coming on and explain. Well, let me explain.
No, by coming on.
what happened.
Shut up.
Necessary.
Just shut up.
Dave,
Oh
you know
my
what?
God, you're admitting
I
guilt
hope
by
to
coming
God-
in and
I hope to
explaining.
God that
You are
in
so
a-
full of
in a
shit.
position- I hope that
Don't
you are
put
not
words in
any
my
position
mouth.
of
Don't
power
put
or
words in
you're
my
not
mouth.
executive Or manager. of
Oh
any
my God, ladies and gentlemen, don't put words in my mouth,
sort. I'm
Dean.
not putting words
Yes,
in your
you
mouth.
are.
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
I don't put
absolutely.
words in your mouth.
Yes, you are.
I'm-
I am admitting guilt because no, I'm not.
You are. Why
No,
are you
I never
today?
said that. You're putting words
Why
in
are
my
you
mouth.
here today?
Shut
Why-
the fuck up.
Why do you have a
It's
fucking-
amazing
Why do you hate
anybody
accountability?
listens to
Why
me.
do you have a-
Listen,
Why do you hate
dude,
accountability?
go continue to go fuck your Nike shoe collection, okay?
Why do you
Because
hate
maybe your
accountability
Nike
so much?
shoes will listen to you. Maybe your Nike shoes will listen to Mr. Shoe Fetish.
Why do you hate
Maybe go ahead and
Don't
do that
respect
because
the
I'm
habit.
gonna tell you, I'm
Don't
gonna
lose
tell you,
respect
stop
to
putting
habit,
words
dude.
in my fucking
Well,
mouth.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't lose the respect I fucking have for you. All right, and that's the last time I'm going to say it. All right, you are on here today to fucking to regain acceptance.
I'm not
Because-
no,
because
no,
you're-
no, I'm
You're-
not.
Yeah, you're right,
No,
Dave.
I'm not. I'm here to
So
spill the
why Are you
truth.
here today?
Gain acceptance. No.
Yes.
I played the videos. I did everything to show every side. I have Jeff on the fucking call. He has open floor to say whatever he wants. I had OG mic'd up and say, how am I warping
What was
this?
the point? What was the point of
The
even
point of this
entertaining
is
the
there.
fucking
Why are you
outside
calling
people?
in? If there's no
Why
point of the
would you
show,
even
get
wanna
off. If there's no point of the show,
Why
get off.
entertain outside
Didn't
people?
see.
Get off. If there's no point of this show and this
Change
doesn't
your
have
name,
any
Shadow
value,
Deacon.
get off, Dean.
You
Leave.
don't fuck. You know what, Dave? You don't fucking listen. I don't know. Maybe
Leave.
It's
No,
syndrome that
you don't
people have from the
listen.
South. that
Leave.
They just can't fucking listen and shut the fuck up.
Leave.
I mean, I don't understand what it is.
Leave.
Well, fuck you. I don't give a. You think I give a fuck? I'm worth more than you and everybody else on this fucking shit.
Okay,
You think
all
I
right.
care, you fucking bitch?
Listen. Whatever, dude.
Good.
Listen.
I will leave fucking
Are you
Tuesday.
gotta-
Who's getting mad now, eh?
I know. There you go.
The nurse.
God,
the
he
bum
just
wiper
needs.
from New York.
There he goes. He hung up. By the way, I didn't hang up on him. He actually hung up. He got mad and called me a fucking
Yeah,
bitch.
one of his
I'm going to
clients needs
cry now because Dean called me a fucking bitch. I don't like when people put words in my mouth. I don't like it. and
You hate
I will
accountability
retaliate.
too.
I don't like
You
it.
do. I mean, you just don't like it. It's kind of obvious. This is not the first time that something like this has happened. It happened on a much smaller scale, battle cam, and you don't like that accountability, but it's whatever. But now it's kind of more public now. Obviously, there's a lot of people from outside of battle cam.
Yeah.
Well,
And I don't
Alex, how do
like
you
people
feel?
coming in
Alex,
and
how do
putting
you
words in
feel?
my
Like,
mouth.
do you think Dave should be held accountable, or do you? I know we both understand.
Are you asking
why I'm gonna
Alex?
come at Dave.
You're
Do you
asking
think he
Alex?
should
Okay,
be
I'll
held
put Alex up.
responsible for what happened?
Alex, go ahead.
I mean, if Dave as a producer of a show, he does have some accountability for the show. As a host, he doesn't. But if he's also trying to produce it, and he does have some accountability. Obviously, Alki says, we have accountability for our channels. If somebody comes in here talking a bunch of racist shit and Dave doesn't get it, and
yeah, we have accountability to follow the rules of the network. You are correct.
Right.
I do.
So
I
should
do.
Dave have kicked Mike? Mike calls into every show.
That's not my
Should
fault.
Dave
That's not
automatically kick
hell no.
Mike
I
because
don't think so. It was regular battle camp night.
Well,
I'm with Dave.
There's
It's
not a
fucking you.
7-second delay. He can't do anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Alex is
what-
with you. Alex agrees with that. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not saying that, but what I'm just saying is how it looks like from the outside looking in, and
I
people
get
are
it.
like, "That's fucked up."
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
I want to go to Max because he touched on a lot of good points, and I'm sure this community has been around forever. This has gotten so public that people aren't going to do what I did and go out and research, what this site is all about.
Correct.
I completely understand what you do here. Users that come here, they understand what they're getting into. But the thing is that this is getting so far out that people outside, that are on Reddit and whatnot, they're not going to do the research. All they're going to see is Jeff getting insanely insulted. And
Correct.
People on the internet are stubborn. They do not research anything. If people repost dumb shit on Facebook that's completely not even true just because a picture has words on it, these are the people you're dealing with. And like I said, you guys have probably had this community for a long time now, and it's never been a real problem. But in this instance, I mean, you've got Jeff just getting viciously attacked, even after he has already hung up on the call, and as he has already stated, did so because he was upset. It continued, and it did not stop, and it just got more and more vicious. And I think the worst part of it is the very last thing we see in that video is a very pointed, direct message to the audience that says very mean, derogatory things towards Jeff. And that's the last thing we see of the video.
It doesn't look good, Dave.
No, I mean, it doesn't look good. And I think we've stayed at that point. Yeah, and I realize that. I agree. And by the way, I agree with what Grit said, 100%. I have no qualms with this comment at all. That makes
Dave, so you'll
sense.
take a couple of months off. Alki will pay you huge for all the traffic, and we'll move on.
I wish. Does my paycheck get bigger over this? That's what I want to know. Do I get like an extra box of saltine crackers for all this traffic?
Well, according to you, it was OG Mike's fault. So would OG Mike get a cut of your stuff?
That's a good point. You know what? Actually, Alex, I will agree with you for that. That's a question. Is OG Mike still here? OG Mike, did you hear what was said? Because you may be the cause of all this traffic, or at least the majority of it, depending on people's opinion. Do you think Alki owes you money? Are you there, OG Mike? Testing 1 2.
He's taking a poop, or he's fat, and he doesn't have his mic.
That's
on.
just it, Roz. It's not so much about the people on here that are taking it serious. It's the people outside of here that are taking it serious, and that's what's kind of being discussed right now. Not so much the people on here. Most people on here don't give a fuck. Like I'm saying, they'll feign being offended.
Yeah.
Just for the whatever. But that's just the way things go.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of haters, people that said Sub-Zero in the chat. I'm reading the chat room. Sub-Zero says Dave is such a piece of shit. Call in and tell me why. Why am I a piece of shit? I want to know. I'm willing to talk to both sides.
I know who Sub-Zero is. I'll smack him around for you. Don't worry.
Smack him. I'm asking. I'm talking to the chat. I like to get people in the chat as well as our callers to have their opinion. Ask the chat. What does it say? Mo says, ask the chat, Dave, you have us vote all the time. What's the question? What do you want the question to be? And I'll ask.
Well, a lot of people in chat, I'm looking at, and there are some people that really think you crossed the line, but there are a lot of the regulars here that are saying that I don't believe it. They're just seeing a chink in the armor and they're coming at you. And I'm laughing. I mean, they're funny.
Correct.
They're funny people. I mean, I know them, right?
Correct.
Well,
I know.
That's what I'm saying. They're feigning being offended, is what I was saying before. There's people on here who are just pretending to be offended over it. Yes, I get that.
Yeah.
And those people they're instigating it.
Oh, Rozzy.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they are. These people are not helping you. But that's Dave. It's battle cam, and if this doesn't surprise me, I'm laughing because it's all the regulars, and they're just seeing a chink in your army because you're getting upset.
Yeah.
Fuck, stand by your guns. Like Alex said, he's right. It's unfortunate the people on the outside looking in, and Grits is right. There's a group contagion out there where they're not going to care. But there's some of them are going to be bright and look it up and go, okay, I see what's going on. But there's going to be a group contagion out there when they're going to come at you. It's going to cause traffic. You might have to shut her down for a little while at the worst.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I hope
whatever,
to.
man.
I would like to keep my show. I would love to keep my show.
Change your IP and come back.
I mean, maybe it's possible changing my IP or whatever. But here's what's interesting. So I want to talk. We've talked about a lot and argued about the aftermath of what the public looks like. What I want to mention, what was kind of interesting as I read today a lot of the social media, what was very interesting is somebody was trying to get a hold of the Patriots' official social media outlets to try to get Jeff a game ball from the Patriots out of sympathy for the way he was treated. And I'm going to say, honestly, there are people trying to get Jeff in touch with the Patriots organization legitimately. I'm not so sure they're going to be successful, but they're legitimately trying to get in touch.
Was Grits trying to do that.
Is that really? Were you Grits? Were you Were you that person?
Yeah.
You were. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I have him on the call. Holy crap. So I have a question, Grits. First of all, I want to say this. That's great. I didn't know you were the same person. I hope that Jeff gets a game ball. I would love to see that. I'd absolutely love to see that. If that is the after effect of all this mess, and Jeff gets a game ball signed by one or many of the Patriots, awesome. I am cool with that.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool too. The thing was, we were very cautious in looking into this because we wanted to make sure this wasn't a big hoax. Because, like you had said, we had already found your video with the karaokeing, and that kind of made people kind of question a bit.
Yes.
But then we were able to get Jeff on the call, and Jeff has expressed that he was genuinely hurt by it. And I've tried to get a hold of Jeff. We actually want him in the Reddit community on the Patriots page. And there are a lot of people out there that want to kind of talk to him, do a Q&A if he's interested in doing that.
Jeff, are you interested?
Jeff, you got to do it.
Jeff,
you can burn Dave's ass, or you could own his old TriCaster if you wanted to.
Yeah, Jeff, I would say, you know what, Jeff? Here's my advice to Jeff. Jeff, it is your day in the sun. Okay? It is your day in the sun. Okay? You are, whether you're officially a victim or not, you are a perceived victim. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, use it for all it's worth,
Hold on,
sir.
I do want to correct you. He's not a perceived victim. He has come out and said that he was hurt. Like we need to not take attention off Jeff. Like, this all started because of the reaction we saw on that video. Jeff felt so bad by what was being said that he felt the need to log out of a site that he went into already knowing.
But Grits, I'm going to counteract that. Jeff logs out of being offended all the time on my show. He gets mad, especially with OG Mike on. He's logged out many times, and people can vouch. That wasn't an abnormal.
Know too that OG Mike is a particularly offensive soul.
So he logs. As a matter of fact, Jeff will tell you this.
To every show.
He actually asked for OG Mike to not be on the call while he was on tonight, and he's originally asked that of me before, even though I refused because I thought everybody had a right to communicate on the show. So he logs out all the time. It's a normal occurrence when people he finds that offend him. So he does that all the time. That's not a special occurrence.
And Jeff isn't the only one that signs out when some people come on. There are a lot of people that sign off when, like Mike or there's people that come on that are just vitriolic as fuck, and a lot of people can't handle it and they just leave, and they'll be mad, but they just don't have.
Yeah, because if I can make a statement about that too, like if you guys remember a couple months ago, this same kind of thing happened with Blue Eyed Fire, where I said some bad things and she went and cried.
That's
about
right.
it.
And that's right. You apologized.
Made an apology video to her too, So like this, obviously, this isn't just me just being a dick. Like this is just usually the way I am to people on these calls. Usually, I think that whole thing with him, I kind of really, 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 really went off the wall. But that's just usually the way I am.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you
Can
go.
we get Jeff's thoughts? We haven't heard from Jeff in a while.
Go ahead. Ask Jeff questions.
Jeff, do you feel like it went overboard like more than any other time? Or do you feel like it was more of a regular experience on this site?
Jeff, can you hear the question? I just wanted to make sure you can hear. If he has us on mute, he won't be able to hear. Hold on, let me type to him.
He said he muted during when me and Dean were talking. He doesn't like listening to black people talk on your show, Dave. So you know how he is.
Oh wow!
Why, Jeff? Because they're black? Because they're black?
Jeff, Jeff, Alex says that you don't like to listen to black people talking.
I'm just messing with him. I'm just messing with him. He knows I'm
Watch
messing.
out. That's going to go on tape and be showed to the public and taken out of context. There you go.
So Jeff says regular. He does it regularly. Every time I appear,
Okay.
Mike starts.
Here's what he's saying.
So he thinks Mike is a particularly his Mariotti, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, every time I appear, OG Mike starts. So therefore, he wants to drop the call every time OG Mike starts, which is OG Mike is a common caller into my show. So does that answer your question, Grits?
Yeah, more or less. I understand. Like, as an outsider, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I've at least done due diligence. I understand what the site's about.
Correct.
But I still am steadfast that Jeff was mistreated because it went far. Like, it didn't just end when he hung up.
Yeah. Okay. Point taken.
Yeah, you're right. There's no two ways about it. It was very insulting. The guy went after him in a very, very nasty way. And everybody on here will agree with you 100%. But everybody will tell you that everybody goes after everybody on this site. And Jeff doesn't like Mike, and that's okay. He's not the only one.
He's definitely not the only one. He's definitely not the only one.
Yeah, and like I'm telling you, I'm not making this up, Grits. Jeff has trolled me to the point where I was like, shaking my fist at him. He's a good troll. He's a bright guy. He knows how to get you. He can do it. He's done it just like everybody else here has done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. What other reason would he keep coming back,
Correct.
That's
exactly right. That's the point that people are missing. Like, why is Jeff such a fan of the Dave Live show? Why does he call in all the time to my show? It's because he likes it. I'm assuming, because if he hated it.
Yeah, were you here when Aaron was here? The young lady in the wheelchair has a respirator and a straw?
No, and Dave, that's something I want to ask you too. When the call ended abruptly earlier.
Yes.
Can you kind of give us some context?
I can't discuss that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That my life was in danger. So that's the problem. That's the problem. I am on that treading line. This happened once before, where, like I said, my show is an entertainment show, and somebody's requesting to be added. My show is an entertainment show, and because of the publicity that this has gotten, this has put me at a risk, which I understand the risk, and I had to make a decision to whether the only reason why I came back on is because Jeff got his internet fixed. And I thought it was important to let Jeff speak for himself on the show. I thought it was important because that was the whole point I did the show. And he got his internet fixed, unfortunately, after that event happened. So the problem is with that, I stand by that anytime people try to do anything to harm me in real life, if it crosses the internet boundary, you can call me anything.
When you say harm, you just mean that it affects your real life, right?
Correct. If anything that affects my real life, I'll be honest, I don't get paid enough to risk my real life for Battle Cam or this show, as much as I enjoy broadcasting. And as soon as it crosses over to my real life, and I've said this again, I'm long gone. Which some people might, after seeing that might be the goal. And I understand that that's the risk of social media, and that's the way it rolls. And the problem is, though, whether people like me or hate me, a lot of people watch my show because they hate the people in the show, because that's what it's about, and that's the internal content. If this was a nice and friendly show, nobody would watch it. Nobody would watch it. It would be even more boring than some people claim it is. People, and I will not do a show, I will not continue to do a show that is censored and downplayed for any reason, that fulfills in Film On or Battlecam's policy of conduct. And if it affects my life, if it affects my life personally,
he gets paid. You mad?
Yeah, that it's basically, not worth my risk either. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, and I don't condone anything going beyond this conversation. Like, actually, the hacking and stuff. I mean, that's just outrageous.
Yeah.
But there's also a difference between censoring and, moderating your own show. Like, you could have told Mike, enough, we're moving on, new topic. There's a big difference between censorship and just eating your own show.
And and I agree. I agree with your comment. There's a big difference. The problem with your opinion, I agree with your opinion. The problem with your opinion is that is a variable opinion depending on who you ask. Okay? And Battlecam is a place of hundreds of people with 100 different opinions. And some people said, OG Mike went too far. Okay? And some people said, that OG Mike, it's part of the show. And as long as there's differences of opinion, yes, I could moderate, but, I chose not to. And the only time Zane has been on my show for years now.
I was going to say, man, let me answer this.
Yeah.
Grits, I'm like the longest probably standing call here. I control Dave's Skype. Had I been here, I would have never hung up on Mike because Mike has been here from day one. So I would have given him that free reign and not moderated him, but I might have started to shout at him some obscenities right back at him, or told him, whatever my opinion, and it might have drowned him out, or at least it would have looked like somebody on the show was defending him. But Dave has let people go and insisted, no matter how bad it is, insisted that, well, if you blow sunshine up his ass, he'll let you go, whatever. And if you're going to call him way out, way down, he lets you go. He just really is offended by censorship, except for the rules within Battlecam, and there are a couple. But he's let people go on in some insane situations, and this was just one of them. So as far as moderating his show, he just gives a lot of leeway to people, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, I've seen it.
I understand that. The next thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of Jeff's disabilities is that he does not have the ability to speak. Is that right?
Once in a while, he'll turn on his he's
voice
got
box.
Darth Vader's voice box, and he'll turn it on for us and talk back. But he'll type in Skype, and so his messages will eventually come up. And yes, sometimes they're later. But when he does talk on there, we try and get him out there. No, he cannot respond as quickly. So, but he will type
He'll
fuck
respond.
you.
And Grit, he messaged you, by the way.
But he'll say, I don't need this, and he'll leave, and we'll say it later. Like, unfortunately, Jeff had to leave, and we go on with the show. But he always comes back. So, we get the message from him, just not as quickly as you or other people might like, or he might like.
Right. And that's another thing I want to kind of touch on is that the people that are watching the video, like I said, 9 out of 10 of them outside the site are watching it out of context. They don't know that this site is made for this kind of thing. But regardless of that, my opinion on it is it went too far, but I'm trying to keep that all out of it. One of the things is I believe it's noted in the video itself that Jeff has a disability with speak, and he is unable. No one was coming to his defense, and when he's getting berated with these insults and whatnot, he cannot effectively come back, talk over anyone.
Yeah.
He does not have.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Had I been here, maybe it'd have been different. Maybe I'd have jumped on the bandwagon with him. I don't think so. I saw what Mike said. I would have probably jumped to his defense, but it
And
depends
I'll
on
be
the
honest,
moment.
and Grits, it might have been my fault. I will take responsibility for this. Usually when Jeff's on the call, I check the Skype chat very often when he doesn't have his voice box, so I can get him involved like I'm doing now, right? If you watch during this show, I keep checking to see if Jeff's typed something. That's normal for all my shows. I try to keep Jeff in the conversation when he wants to be part of it. So that if I didn't, if
it's just not as quick.
during the trolling I wasn't checking the chat, and I think I was, maybe not as often as I should, but Jeff is very good, in my opinion, of defending himself in chat, in text.
Dave, have you ever come across? Well, I think Tony wants to speak real quick.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm completely new here. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly or not.
Yes, we can. We can hear you perfectly. And who are you?
My name's Major Delicious on the battle cams. I started yesterday. I'm loving the site.
Okay,
and,
welcome.
I'm a person who's been a victim of certain things happening on different sites, and what I love about this site is that it's very the way that it's structured and stuff, and the fact that you can argue quickly. But what I really like is that this debate that you've got going on now. The problem is we're constantly censored in everyday life. There's so many rules and regulations about what we do in life, what we can't say, what we can. It's nice to have an avenue where we're able to just kind of, just let some tension go and just talk a lot of crap. And that's what I really, what I find really pleasing about this site. And I'm sorry if Jeff got offended or not, but I think that we need to have less censorship. There needs to be an avenue where we can speak our mind, where we aren't under the governance of some kind of law or something.
Correct. Battlecam, especially before television broadcasts were, they started broadcasting us in Europe and in the United States on television. And before that happened, this site was almost a free-for-all. Alki David, who owns Battlecam, was from another social media site that kept banning him for his content. And so he started his own. And Battlecam was formed on that entire precedence that you just talked about, which was an outlet for people to be as mean as they want without true harm, right? Mean as they want.
Exactly.
And that's what built on it. And if you ask a lot of Battlecammers, a lot of people are upset when we got on TV that it's been watered down, that a lot of censors have come in and started to force a lot of rules and regulations, which to a lot of people goes against the reason why Battlecam exists in the first place. So you'll hear a lot of people that are upset. So basically, it's interesting to see how the site has evolved, and how Alki David interacts with it. It's also the owner of the site. So you're absolutely right. But you're right.
I'm just really happy you've got this platform. I mean, it gives us a great opportunity to speak out.
Yes.
Talk a lot of crap, and then just come on here and,
Yeah. So I agree, and that's why I love Battlecam, because Alki was nice enough to let me broadcast on his network without that censorship problem. And now what's kind of interesting in this situation is instead of Alki being the judge and jury of what can be done on the site and what cannot, which is the final judge and jury of this because it's his site, he pays the bills. But now we've gone to the public, right? So now what's funny is the judge and the wannabe judge and jury is now of public opinion, and the problem with public opinion, just like Grits and Gravy said, is public opinion is not going to do research. Public opinion is not going to get the full scoop. Public opinion is going to make their determination about what they see and hear now. Oh, we lost you, man. I don't know why. But nonetheless, that's how it rolls. And some things that we've done on BattleCam have gotten quite a big audience. Oh, he's back. There we go. We lost you. You back?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Okay,
So,
Jeff says, guys, I got to peace out. Wi-Fi is starting to lag a bit.
okay.
I thank everyone for support. Dave, I need to talk to you after the show on Facebook. Please message me when the show's over.
Will do. Will do. Actually, we're about ready to end it in a few minutes anyway. So, because this has gone much longer than it needed to.
I think.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
You're having too much external pressure put onto a platform that you've created for people to be able to say a lot of things and giving them a window of opportunity where there's not too many rules. And what's happening is being put out there, and people are not being able to understand what the name
BattleCam. BattleCam.
Sorry.
Here.
Like I said, I was only here from today.
Let me help you. There you go. It's called battlecam.com. There you go. I just wanted to put the graphic up there just in case. There you go.
Thank you. And they're putting, they're opposing their opinions on what they don't understand within this environment. And it's pretty sad, because anyone who's out there who's not actually from this site or other sites, you need to understand this rationally. We need an avenue to be able to speak freely where we aren't imposed on all the time by the laws and regulations that we constantly are bombarded with all the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting. And, by the way, I'm watching the chat room, and if you're talking about doxing me or anybody, you will be banned. Doxing is not permitted. That's messing with people's lives outside the realm of BattleCam. So if I see anything with doxing, which I'm starting to see some stuff, I will take that as a threat, and you will be banned. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, go ahead.
Just to the guy that's talking now, there are some rules. I mean, I get what he's saying, the potential for getting away with some stuff here, but there are rules here on BattleCam. Just be careful. You will get banned.
Yeah, of course,
but
I
just come
understand
right
that.
back.
Yeah, there are rules.
Yeah,
So-
of course, I can appreciate that, but it's a place where we can escape with less rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And I did perfectly said. I can't add to anything. That was absolutely perfect. That's what it was. That's what makes it fun, entertaining, a little risky, a little controversial.
And then this is what this controversy here today we're talking about is actually pretty important, because one of the big threats is your personal information getting out. I mean, that's one of the most important things about this.
Correct. People need to understand, not only me, but there's other people who do shows, like Toxic does shows here, and some other great people who do a produced show. And a lot of people risk, for absolutely no income gain whatsoever, to be able to entertain people, on this site.
See in your chat, Soju, post my docs, get $10,000. That's verbal diarrhea. And Alki has actually posted a $10,000 reward for information about him. That's how seriously docs is taken around here.
Exactly. So it's just a bad thing to do. So I mean, it as far as I'm concerned, it's a great thing, and hopefully BattleCam will stay, but hopefully it can stay. There's going to be people that are going to hate my show for this. There are going to be people who are going to hate me for letting OG Mike talk on the show, but I will continue to not censor OG Mike. He will still be allowed in the show. I'm not going to change anything. It's going to stay the same. Now, the only thing that, like I said, if anything impacts my real life and goes outside of this realm and people try to actually hurt me, it'll be over. The show will be gone forever.
That's actually part of the reason why I've joined battle cams. You see, I noticed it's very quick flowing. Let me tell you something personally. What happened to me? I used to be on a site called Camfog where I was able to abuse a lot of people, and I victimized a lot of people in a jovial, comedical kind of way. Now they took that out the realms of that platform into my real life by calling the police and saying I was a pedophile and all kinds of stuff. And I had to go and take myself down to the police station and actually prove that this was, completely false. And that was so vindictive that someone would actually twist what was essentially just a chat room where we talk a lot of crap and then, you let off a bit of steam, have a bit of a joke, and they twisted it into something much bigger just so that they could get their revenge. And it was completely inappropriate. And I think that's where it's sad that some people have taken this out to the public realm now, and they're making an outside opinion on something which they don't understand perhaps in its context.
Correct.
That's what's
correct, and that's correct. Yeah.
So how did you react when they first said that to you? How did you react? Because the way you react is the way they're going to take it. Like if you're like mad and going, blah, 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 they just struck a nerve, and these guys are going to fucking run with it, eh? You know that, right?
I was horrified. I mean, when I found this out, I went straight down there to resolve this. I don't want no one breaking in my house at 4 a.m. in the morning to find out if I've got silly photos and stuff. I mean, I went and resolved it straight away. And
holy fuck, man, you poor bastard.
So I've come on here because what I like is people argue, and it's very quick. It's got to, I mean, you're not going to try and get people's personal details, or I hope that people aren't trying to take things out of this structure.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, basically, it's the way it goes, and I hope.
I'd just like to add one of the callers is actually.
Oh, we lost you again. It looks like you're having.
You were just about to out one of the callers.
Just wanted to say to one of the callers. What? I don't know what he was going to say. He's frozen. He's frozen.
He timed that really good. I just wanted to say one of the callers. Good timing. Good timing. Yes. He's trolling us.
Okay, I know. He's coming back. I'll let you finish there. You said one of the callers and you froze.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Sorry. I've never had a Skype crash like this before. It's very odd.
Believe me, it happens all the time on mine. So it's not odd.
One of the callers interesting is actually from Camfog. That's the guy with the wooden backgrounds, the one in this call now.
Yeah.
The one who calls himself Pimp something. That guy.
ODP.
Oh, Pimp? No, Pimp and Gimp?
Online dating Pimp.
ODP?
Online
he's on the
dating
call.
pimp.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
I remember you online dating Pimp. You used to put peanut butter in your ass and eat it to impress the girls. It was, wow. An interesting little thing you used to do on Camfog.
Okay.
I'm not actually lying. You banned me 5 times from your room today for telling you. I remember you. But anyway, that's a different stuff, guys.
Wow.
We want to hear more.
Okay, he used to be on Camfog, and to impress the girls, well, I mean, this guy, he's obviously no pimp. I mean, look at him. He looks like a punched crab. And basically, this guy, to try and impress girls, would actually...
You're honest.
Peanut butter. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Pimp. Don't interrupt me. So he'd actually put peanut butter down the crack of his ass and eat it with a spoon to impress the girls. Very odd.
ODP, really?
Yeah.
I think I do remember you from Camfog. You're the fucking guy that fakes a psychologist that has all this big fucking
ego. I am a person who studies psychology, and your behavior of eating peanut butter out your ass is a little bit unusual.
He ain't got nothing in life.
It doesn't matter how smart he is. He has an English accent, and he just sounds brilliant.
You're always gonna be a stupid motherfucker.
You seem a little bit upset. You seem a little bit upset. And by the way, guys, I love this. I love this platform. I'm going to be here a lot. Hope I don't upset too many people, but love it.
Love it. All right, we're gonna end it here.
ODP,
Unfortunately,
we got a friend, ODP.
yeah, I do have to run. I've been on here long too much. I want to thank everybody for calling in, especially people from outside Grits and Gravy,
hilarious.
and everybody else. Jeff. I'm going to talk to you after the show, so stay on. I'm going to call you directly. And everybody else, thank you for calling in. It's going to be an interesting ride. You know, I hope I can come back. I don't know. Nobody has control of the future. I don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. What's going to happen is going to happen, and then I'll have to make situations on that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I want to stay on the show. I want to keep going. I want to keep having the show like I do, especially Wednesday nights. Tomorrow is the Wednesday night show. I hope to be on it. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for listening to me, and thanks for listening to everybody else. All right, you all have a good one. This is Dave Live, everybody. Dave Live for a special Tuesday show. Peace out from the Dave Live studios. Thank you for tuning in on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Cross fingers.